Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football Heaven 24/7. I'm your host, Jamie. I am wearing something that looks like it come out the early 90s. It's the Forest away top, third away shirt, should I say. Got it all the way from abroad somewhere. Anyway, let's crack on. Basically, we've got all the fixtures coming on for the whole of this week. Starting with today, Monday, the January the 16th, all the way through to the following Monday, which, if my calculations are right, is January the 23rd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all the fixtures like I normally do. Just going to give my predictions on what I think the scores are going to be in a lot of those games. And that's basically it, really. And maybe talk about one or two other things that's going on in the football world in the last week or so. Anyway, or the previous week or so, should I say. As we know, it's the football transfer window at the moment. That closes on the 31st of January at 12 o'clock at night. So let's crack on anyway. Today, there's not many games on today. It's only Port Vale and Peterborough in League One. But there's an opportunity for Peterborough to get nearer to the playoffs to where they are at the moment. Currently, they're lying in ninth, about 5 points off the playoffs. So if they win tonight, they'd only go 2 points off the playoff areas. So that could be crucial for them. But they're away at Port Vale. Port Vale are having not too bad a season as well. Port Vale are only 2 places below Peterborough in the league. And there's only goal difference separating the two teams. So obviously, if Port Vale win tonight, Port Vale will then jump up into where Peterborough are, into ninth, and Peterborough will drop down to 10th, basically. So that's what could happen tonight, depending on which way the result goes. But my prediction for the game, I'm going to go for a bit of not a crazy one, but I'm going to go for Port Vale to beat Peterborough 2-1. A lot of people would say Peterborough to win because they score quite a few goals, but they're having a bit of a poor season in League One by their standards. So I'm going to go for 2-1 to Port Vale in that one. And then on Tuesday night, it's a lot of FA Cup replays and one game that wasn't played because of a waterlogged pitch a few weeks back. The game that wasn't played because of a waterlogged pitch was Forest Green Rovers against Birmingham City. So you're looking at League One team going up against the Championship team. I'm going to go for Forest Green to lose that one, and I'm going to say that they're going to lose it to 2-0 in that game. So that's my prediction for that one. And then we've got third round replays on Tuesday night. Accrington Stanley, they're playing at home to Bournemouth. But I think Accrington will win that one 2-1. Swansea are playing Bristol City in a replay as well. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Swansea City. West Bromwich Albion against Chesterfield. Remember that game finished 3-3 in the previous game. Conference team Chesterfield up against Championship team West Brom. That's like a 3-division difference, which is absolutely insane. And they managed to get a 3-3 draw in the first game. I think West Brom will have too much for them, even though they'll probably rest some of their players. I'm going to go for West Brom to win that one quite comfortably. I'm going to go 3-1 to West Brom. Wigan are then playing Luton. I'm going to go for Wigan to lose that one 2-1 to Luton. And then Wolves against Liverpool. Liverpool having an absolute shocker at the moment. And I'm going to go for Wolves to win that one 2-1 as well. So that's my predictions for those games on Tuesday night. Wednesday night, there's an FA Cup third round replay. It's Leeds against Cardiff. And basically, Leeds are going to win that one 2-0, I think. In that one, I'm going to go for Leeds 2-0. So that's the result. That's my prediction for that one. Crystal Palace then play Man United in the Premier League. And Manchester United, I'm going to go again to win that one. But I'm going to say Manchester United to win that one 3-0. So Palace, they played all right against Chelsea on Sunday just gone. But they ended up losing 1-0. But I think Manchester United are going to have too much. Manchester United looked excellent in their game against Manchester City. Anyway, so going to go with that one 3-0. And then we're jumping on to Thursday night game. Manchester City's playing against Tottenham. Tottenham lost the London derby yesterday, 2-0 to Arsenal. And Manchester City are in a bit of a shaky season. They're actually lying in second at 8 points behind Arsenal after Arsenal winning 2-0 yesterday at Spurs. I personally think that Manchester City are going to find this one a tough game, but with Lloris in goal, Lloris has been absolutely shocking. He's made a few clangers in the last few weeks for Spurs. I'm going to go for Manchester City just to edge out Spurs, just narrowly, but I'm going to go for a 3-2 win and for Manchester City to get back to winning ways. So that's what I'm going for that one. And then on Friday night, it's Burnley against West Bromwich Albion in the Championship. It's the top team in the Championship up against the most informed side in the league, which is West Bromwich Albion. They've now won 9 games out of the last 10. That's propelled West Brom into 6th place in the league. They were, when Carlos Corberán, their manager, took over, they were lining the relegation zone. So West Bromwich Albion have really, really flown up there to get where they are. I think that will be a tough game for Burnley. And I think I can see West Bromwich Albion getting a 2-2 draw there. Now, a lot of people might not agree with that, but I think that West Brom have got the skill and the ability to get a result there. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. And then Sheffield United against Hull. I'm going to go for Sheffield United to win that 1-3-0 on Friday night. And then we're going to Saturday's fixtures then. In the Premier League, it's Bournemouth against my beloved Forest. I think Forest on a good run. Obviously, people are going to say I'm biased, but I feel that Forest will beat Bournemouth on Saturday. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Forest in that one. And yeah, and then that'll push Forest further up the table. So be ideal at the moment. We're in 13th, so get that result in. Crystal Palace against Newcastle. That's an evening kickoff. Palace, they're doing a bit shocking at the moment, and they got smashed at home by Spurs 4-0, who are not a great team at the moment. I'm predicting them to get smashed again by Man United 3-0, and I really think that they're coming up against it because they've got to play Newcastle, who's another on-form team. And I'm going to go for Newcastle to beat them, and then I'm going to say Newcastle to win that one 2-0. So in that game, so 2-0 for Newcastle. Anyway, we're going to look on to the other games on Saturday. Leicester City's up against Brighton. Brighton are absolutely on fire. They smashed Liverpool 3-0 the weekend just gone. Leicester are doing shocking. Leicester lost 2-0 to my team, Forest 2-0. And they're on a run of losing the last 4 games. I know people go, that's when teams turn it around, but I just feel Brighton's got too much for, and I'm going to go for Brighton to win 3-1 in that game. I think Brighton have got so much confidence at the moment, and I really feel that Brighton and Brentford are going to surprise a lot of people and go for those Europa League places this season. They're already up there anyway, right now, so but I think they'll stay up there. Anyway, so that's my prediction for that one. Then we've got quite a big game. Used to be a massive game, but Liverpool and Chelsea are both struggling. They're both below their usual standards this season so far. We're halfway through the season, and Liverpool and Chelsea are living it sort of sitting in 9th and 10th place, which is really, really poor considering what they used to be in the top 4, usually the top 5. So, a bit of a slip for Liverpool. Like I said, they got smashed 3-0 by Brighton. Chelsea not doing great. I'm going to look at this one. I think Liverpool will get it back together in this game now. I'm going to go for Liverpool to win 2-1 in this game. That's my prediction for that one. And then Southampton, they've won the last 2 games. They're on fire. They had a great cup win in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup to beat Manchester City 2-0. And they also came from behind away at Everton in a crucial, let's say relegation 6-pointer these days, to win 2-1. Ward-Prowse is on fire for them. He's the guy that makes them tick. I think they'll pick up a draw here. I don't think they'll beat Villa because Villa are on a good roll. Unai Emery, the new Aston Villa manager, he's got a lot of good results out of them. But I feel that Southampton are also picking up as well. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that game. And then we're going into West Ham against Everton. Both teams that are struggling, both teams that are in the relegation zone. West Ham's in 18th and Everton's just behind them in 19th. They're both on the same amount of points, but West Ham's obviously got a slightly better goal difference. I think this is going to be a really tough game, but I'm going to go for West Ham to win it 2-1. Hopefully that will see them out of the relegation zone. I do rip my local mates who support West Ham about it, but I feel that they're going to get out of trouble. I do think that Everton and Bournemouth and possibly Leicester or even Palace, the way they're going at the moment, I think they're going to be looking more likely to be relegation candidates. Southampton are bottom of the league, but I just feel Southampton are starting to pick up their form a bit more, and I think that will come in handy, and I can see Southampton getting out of trouble as well. So, and Wolves have been picking it up as well recently as well. So, but yeah, we're looking at so West Ham to win that 1-2-1. Hopefully they can get a few more players in to push them out of the bottom there. But anyway, we're going to look at the Championship on Saturday. It's Birmingham City against Preston. Birmingham City have been doing they're not doing great. They're at the bottom of the Championship. But I'm going to say Birmingham to win 2-1. Blackpool's then playing Huddersfield in a battle of 2 relegation threatened teams, both lying in 22nd and 23rd in the table. I'm going to go for Blackpool though to win that one 2-0. No, sorry, I'm going to go 2-1 on that one, and then we've got Bristol City against Blackburn Rovers. Going to say Bristol City to beat Blackburn, surprisingly 2-1. Going to go for Cardiff City to draw 1-0 with Millwall. Coventry City to lose 2-0 to Norwich. Queen's Park Rangers to lose 2-0 to Swansea. Stoke City to lose against Reading. I'm going to go as well, 3-2. Watford against Rotherham. Rotherham had a great win last time out against Blackburn, 4-0. I'm going to go for Watford, though, to win it. I'm going to say Watford to win 3-1. And then Wigan against Luton. Going to say in a kind of another replay game because they'll already be playing each other in the FA Cup replay this week. I'm going to go for Luton to beat them, though, convincingly. I'm going to say 3-0 to Luton. And then in League One, I'll just race through these. We've got Barnsley against Accrington. I'll go Barnsley 2-0. Bristol Rovers against Wickham. Going to say 2-1 to Wickham. Derby against Bolton. Going to go 2-2 in that game. Forest Green against MK Dons. Say 1-0 to Forest Green. Lincoln City against Burton Albion. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. No, sorry, 1-1 draw I'll go for. Morecambe against Port Vale. I'll go Port Vale to win that one 1-0. Oxford against Ipswich Town. I'm going to say Oxford to lose that one narrowly 2-1. Peterborough against Charlton. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw there. Plymouth against Cheltenham. I'm going to go for Plymouth to win 3-1. Portsmouth against Exeter. Going to go for Portsmouth to draw that one 1-1. Sheffield Wednesday against Fleetwood. I'm going to go 3-0 for Sheffield Wednesday. Shrewsbury against Cambridge United. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that one. And then going into League Two, we got Barrow against Salford City. I'm going to say possibly a 1-1 draw there. Bradford against Carlisle. I'm going to go Bradford to lose that one 2-0. Colchester against Gillingham. Colchester on a good run at the moment, but Gillingham are starting to pick it up a bit. I think I'll go for 2-2 there. Crewe against Stockport County. Go for Stockport County to win that one 2-1. My mate Dan's going to that game because he's a Stockport fan. Doncaster Rovers against Tranmere. I'm going to go for Donny to win that one 2-1. Grimsby against Harrogate Town. I'm going to go for Harrogate Town to win that one 1-0. Hartlepool against Rochdale. I'm going to say Hartlepool to get back to winning ways and win that one 2-1 as well. Newport County against AFC Wimbledon. Going to go for 2-0 to Newport. Northampton against Mansfield. I'll say 2-0 to Northampton. Stevenage against Leyton Orient. Battle of the top two. Going to go for a 1-1 draw in that one. Sutton United against Crawley. I'm going to go 2-0 Sutton. And Walsall finally against Swindon. I'm going to say Walsall to lose that one 3-2. So that's my predictions for the Saturday games. On Sunday, massive game between Arsenal and Manchester United. Arsenal obviously 8 points clear at the moment. That might change in the week. Man City have got a game in hand. They've got to play in the week against Tottenham, so that could bring them closer to Arsenal. But I think that's going to be a 2-2 draw, that game. So I'll go for 2-2. Leeds against Brentford. I'm going to say 2-2 again. And then Manchester City against Wolves. I'm going to go for Manchester City to win that one 2-0. So that's my predictions for that. And then on Monday, it's Fulham against Tottenham. Excuse me. Fulham against Tottenham. I'm going to go Fulham to win that 1-2-1. So Fulham on a bit of a good run at the moment. So yeah, that's all my predictions. In the Football League at the moment, there's a few things, outside of the Football League, one of the teams Scunny, I've got a winding up order going on. No surprises really, won't go into all that too much, but that's what's going on there. Klopp said that the performance against Brighton for Liverpool was the worst game of his career. Maybe a bit over the top, but that's what he said. And obviously, as a Forest fan, I'm really, really happy with Stevie Cooper working the magic, as you can see there. Absolute legend. Long may it continue. Forest are up to 13th. But I do think looking at the relegation zone in the Prem, I do think that Leeds and Leicester are going to get sucked into it. And I do think that Southampton and Wolverhampton are on the rise at the moment. Bournemouth's also sliding down the table a bit on their current form. So I think my predictions for relegation this year is going to be Bournemouth, Everton, and I'm going to go with Leicester City to go down as well because Leicester are looking a bit ropey. So it might be Leicester or Leeds to be fair, but that's my predictions anyway. Wherever you sport, have a good week. Hope your team wins, but as we know, our team can't win every week. But keep the faith, keep liking and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate all those people that do support me for the videos. I'm going to keep on doing them just as a point of reference, historical reference anyway. And yeah, bye for now. And look forward to giving you the next episode. That will be coming up on Friday evening. Bye for now.